Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Diva of DOOL. This is our 432nd Blog Talk Radio show. You can find us here on Blog Talk Radio. You can find all our shows and all our interviews we've done over the years. You can also find us on Facebook at Diva of DOOL, and we're also on Twitter as Diva of DOOL. And you can find us on iTunes and, check out all our shows on here. Give a listen, and this will be uploaded after tonight. You can listen to this show. I'm Marianne, and you can find me on Twitter at mama_hooch. With us tonight we have Jen. Hi, Jen.
Hey, I'm at REXJDK at Twitter.
Okay, and then we have Carrie, who is the diva, and you can find her at Diva of DOOL on Twitter, and hopefully thinks she's going to be here. And we also have Anna, who is at Causey Hooch on Twitter, and she might be a little late, so we'll see. And some of our other Twitter friends are at Bob Hapka and at Amy Hapka. We also have at Teo Penglis and at Lauren Coslow, and Ian Buchanan, who is at Killtrip USA. And I don't know if anybody saw, did you see where Ian Buchanan and Finola had a Zoom kind of
no.
They actually had, I know, I wish I could have made it, but kind of found out too late and I had things going on, but it was this past Friday night. It kind of was like a GH event, but a virtual one on Zoom where, I mean, you had to pay to get into the room, and it was different ones, so many could be on the room and then for a certain price, and then you even could have like a more private exchange with them, but there you could get in, and there was so many tickets sold, and you could get into the room and ask questions, where they could see you and you could see them, which is kind of neat.
Oh, wow.
Almost like it's the next closest thing to being there now.
Yeah.
That's the good thing now with Zoom. I know when we used to have Ian or anybody else on our show, we got to talk to them, but we couldn't see them and they couldn't see us. So now with Zoom, it's a whole new thing now. So they did that. It's a whole new, that's one of the things that kind of took off from this pandemic is these, like Zoom, with families, and people use it for work, and people use it for talking to families and that now. So so I guess I don't know if they're starting to do that now, kind of like soap events. So check it out. I don't know. So
I heard they did a Guiding Light reunion and a couple One Life to Live reunions, virtual Zoom things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we might be seeing more of that in the future with the soap things. So I don't know. Before we talk about the show, I don't know. Did you? I've heard now it's out there now confirmed that Victoria Konefal is leaving, who plays Ciera, and Greg Vaughn. Since I think those two were confirmed since the last time we had our show. So I don't know.
Hope Greg Vaughn comes back quickly.
Yeah, I don't know. Now he sounded more. Him and Victoria both kind of sounded like the door could be open for them to come back.
Yeah.
They didn't say. I just don't think they'll be there right away. But a lot of people have left and come back over the years, and we have because we have more coming back. We're going to have J. Kenneth Johnson coming back.
Yeah.
And Chloe always comes back. Lucas comes back. Sami. What's that?
Chloe's back in a couple weeks.
Yeah. I think Philip's probably soon too. And you have Eve's coming back, and Eduardo's coming back. A. Martinez is so that everybody comes in and out. So, although I don't know about Hope, Kristen Alfonso kind of sounded like she was done. So, that was the biggest shocker. But everybody's leaving. It's like, who's going to be left?
I know.
When they start off, and it's a lot of major characters that have, major connections. Who's Ben going to be with now, and who's Nicole going to be with? And somebody said that they thought Ari might be the next one. Because Ari's, yeah. So, and somebody said there's a couple more yet left to go or something. So, but anyway, so that's kind of the big news coming out of Days.
Yeah.
So,
I wonder if Susan Rogers is gone.
Susan. Oh, yeah. I think where's, okay, I think that's Anna. Hello, Anna.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, Anna.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. You're talking about people who are gone?
Yeah, we were just talking before we started talking about the show. We were talking about the two confirmations since we last talked. Who was leaving is Greg Vaughn and Victoria Konefal. Ciera and so we were just talking about them, but they kind of said in their thing, sounded like they could be back. They weren't counting out that they wouldn't be back, that it's possible. Or unlike Kristen Alfonso, who sounds like she's done.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we were.
I just saw something from one of those soap sites that pulled up on my Google page or whatever that said they're like maybe they were just speculating, but they're just like, who would be the top 10 replacements for Kristen Alfonso? What? Do you think they would really recast Hope?
I saw that too, yeah. I don't know. That's kind of like another role that would be hard to replace, just like Stefano would be.
That'd kind of be a slap in the face, but I don't know. It would be.
Well, they did it with Peter Reckel.
Yeah,
they did do it with Peter Reckel. And in a way, they kind of did it. They kind of did it with Stefano by trying to put
that's true.
Stephen Nichols in his place, but it was the essence. It was a little bit of a twist. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like they were replacing Stefano. It was just the thing that he was the essence of Stefano. It wasn't like a Carrie, a new actor playing Stefano, but
he was an evil Stefan.
But we did get Steve back as Steve, so. Yeah, so, but I don't know. I don't know if they would do that, but I think there was some animosity there on both sides, and the way she was treated. I'm telling you, the soap business is cutthroat. It is so cutthroat. What they do, they do not treat the actors right at all. I don't think they don't treat them with respect. It's a real shame. Just to save a buck. They just, I don't know. Better
I've
ways
always tried
they can
to
do
look
things.
at it. In the past, I've tried to look at it, okay, you need to film it 6 or 8 months ahead of time. If this is the only way you can save the show, okay, we'll deal with it, even if it almost ruins the show, at times. But, treating your talent like that, treating anybody like that, any of it.
And NBC doesn't have money? And Sony, but some of the big execs would take a cut and pay.
And that's the thing. That's the thing that the priorities are all
our world.
Out of whack. It seems like, but
there's
a
big difference. But anyway,
I try not to be too critical, but it does bother me that. I thought the whole debacle was awful, the way they did that after Day of Days. All of that, and then just doing the contracts with
the actors.
I can get it. I get it in terms of what they're legally able to do, but talk about shooting yourself in the foot. You have this huge, successful, PR day with the fans, and what was it, 24 hours, 48 hours after that? You find out their contracts were all canceled and everything. That was such a botched up
They were basically out of a job. Go look for a job, or we don't know if we'll be back, or I don't know, and some of them did.
And I
some of them took them up on it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
So I just would say I wish everybody well, and I hope that many of our favorites that may be leaving or have left or could be leaving, I hope that we see them again. And the way they write the storylines these days, it seems like they do bring them back more frequently, which is good in a way, but it's also hard for the actor because they don't have like it's not like a steady gig. It's like whenever they're just beholden to whenever the storyline turns, or whatever. But for the fans, at least we get to see them because they're bringing them back and rotating them. But I just hate it that, like, okay, now Greg Vaughn's, now that he's gotten married and he and Nicole, okay,
so
now they're going to send him off. It's like, and I don't know.
I heard Ari could be
honestly
next too out there. There's a rumor.
I'll be honest. I think one of the biggest ones is Camilla Bannis. I really do. I feel like that's
a bad one. Yeah.
Would I have said that 8 years ago or whenever or however many years ago when I don't remember what year she came on. I know the Passions Boys came on in 2008, I think, but they had a couple of recasts. So before, or another recast before or a different girl before they had Camilla. But, and, she's been able to leave for a while, be off screen in quote unquote prison or whatever for a while, or kidnapped so that she could do other projects, which is good, want her to be able to do. But, I'm really surprised on that one because I'm really surprised because, and you can't help but think that it all came down to money because,
and you
would
with
think
all
somebody that is, and you would think somebody that is that pivotal to so many storylines like her, that you would think that they would want to have invested in her. And so I can
bring
understand
Brandon Barash back. They found a way to bring him back because of the chemistry and the fan appeal of those two.
And now they're
then
poof.
They let her go.
I don't know. It just makes no sense.
I don't get
and you know
and
what?
Sonny and Will.
We're speculating.
Right.
We're completely speculating. But who was calling the shots here? Was it NBC? Was it? I think in some cases I have to admit. I have to admit, but I do think NBC comes in with a big club sometimes and cancels out what the writers and the producers would like to do. I do think that they have overruled some things that I think would have been really good at times. So I do think they do come in with a heavy hand sometimes. But at the same time, do we think this is why? I always kind of liked Greg Ming, but do you think this is why he got sacked? Was it because he botched all of this, or was he taking orders from high, and he was a sacrificial lamb because he's got a big salary? Who knows? I don't know. But
could have been his salary too. Get rid of. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, because they do have two co-executive producers. Huh? What? Albert
Jen, did you say something about? No, I said
about
Greg Ming.
Yeah. Which. Okay, I get it. Having had spent most of my career in the business world, I get it. That's how business works. But at the same time, don't you get? It's kind of like sometimes it seems like the people that are calling the shots have no freaking clue, and you kind of go, how do they make so much money? Calling those big shots when they have no frigging clue. I'm not saying I'm not calling out anybody. Just so
that's in every business.
Everyone knows.
The ones at the top know nothing about what the little people that run their place do.
At your credit union, at your records office, the doctor's office. It just seems like the people
thank you. The CEO does not know what the tellers do, and they try to tell us what to do. They have no clue. You know what we say? Come down and open the door and run a line and run the thing. You'll see what it's like. Yep. They have no clue.
Oh, yeah. And the thing of it is,
don't tell me how to do my job.
When I was managing a team of accountants and stuff, not that I'm like carried out of virtue by any means, but there was nothing that they did that I couldn't do and didn't do at times. It wasn't like anything. I was willing to leave. So it kind of depends on what kind of person they are, But yeah, a lot of times people come in with okay, you got an Ivy League degree, we'll put you in as CEO, and they may have never, they may have spent their college years making origami art or something. You don't know. We had one time a firm that I worked with, and I mean the guy was actually pretty talented, so I'm not criticizing him. I kid you not. He had an undergraduate degree in glass blowing. I'm not kidding, and we were in commercial real estate, the largest privately owned commercial real estate company in the entire world. Now, I'm not criticizing the guy; he was actually pretty brilliant, but I'm just saying he had a glass blowing degree for his undergrad. And again, hey, that's pretty cool. That's a nice conversation piece. So, you always wonder, like, sometimes when people get these roles, now sometimes they're great at it.
Yeah.
But I just wonder sometimes, like, the people making those decisions sometimes can be so either removed from the populace or they're so tone deaf or they're so clueless that they don't get. And you just think,
a numbers
gosh,
game,
all fans can go, oh, cringe, why did you do that? What an idiot, whatever. But they have no clue. So I don't know. It just,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what happens when they do go back to filming, supposedly in September.
Yeah. Well, everybody, all the characters will be texting each other and calling each other.
Yep.
They won't be in the same room.
Yeah, I guess they'll write the code. Yeah, I guess they'll have to write the code.
I'm going to do? I'm going to apply for the job to be the person who types up the text screens that end up being on the screen when the characters text.
Oh, yeah.
Apply for that job.
Yeah, everything will be text things. Yeah. And then Jen brought up about you brought up about Maggie, Suzanne Rogers, because they have her sick now. She's been sick with a cold.
Yeah.
That's why Victor told Ciera he couldn't come to the wedding. She hasn't been on for a while. Like, she should have been at Ciera's wedding with Victor, but Victor came. They did acknowledge that Victor wouldn't be there because that he wanted to stay home with Maggie, but he went to see Ciera and told her. And who's other weddings that she should have been.
Nicole and Eric.
You would think she would be at Eric's wedding.
You never know. And I'm not saying this from any information that I may, I'm just saying in general, like, things do happen in people's lives, and sometimes they have to be written out for a while too. I have no idea
she
what
might
the
be
circumstances
sick
were, but
in
I
real
think
life.
I think Suzanne Rogers' mother just passed away not too long ago. So who knows? I'm not saying she was taking care of her.
That's
I'm not saying
more
she
likely
was with her. I don't
what
even know
I'm
where
thinking.
she lived. But it could be that she needed to be with her mom. Now, again, totally have no idea. I just heard that her mother died, that her mother had passed away recently, so that would have been several months ago, screen time-wise. But you just never know with people. It could be that she needed that time off, and there was no way to do it without writing her out for those scenes. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm just saying sometimes it could be those circumstances. It could also be, it could also be, how most of them have those guaranteed, or some of them have the guaranteed number of episodes kind of thing. I think it might be the top ones. I'm not sure. It could be that she had maxed out on those, or maybe they didn't want to pay extra for. We just don't know. There's just so much.
Well, I think a lot of it comes down to money, where you don't have all these actors in the same scenes. There's no big extravagant parties and weddings where everybody's there. Look at the weddings; they're all extras. Who are these people?
They're pathetic.
These people.
Well, and
it's pathetic anymore. It's like
Roman and Marlena,
the families don't get
everybody
together.
Else and Marlena, and the entire town was there.
Yeah. Yes.
And
the whole cast was there.
Okay. And so explain this. So you have, what was it? Hope and Steve Warnett, whose wedding was it? Lani and Kayla and Justin, because they had to receive an award that same day?
Yes.
That's just bizarre. That's just freaking weird.
Well, Jennifer and Jack weren't at Ciera's wedding, and that's Hope and Jen are cousins.
Right.
Best friend cousins.
Yeah, it's just...
And her daughter's getting Kayla and Steve.
That's right, because they went to Florida. Right,
and Kayla and Steve are gone.
Yeah.
So
Brady's
weird.
gone.
That is so weird.
Roman,
so weird.
his niece, Roman wasn't even there at Ciera's wedding.
Yeah.
It's like
he should have given her away.
Eric.
Yeah, that's
it's
that's
crazy.
That's when you start. That's when you start saying, "Hey, we miss that familial feeling of that thing of the generations and the families and the connections and all." And it's like,
that's the biggest thing people are talking about. How these weddings, like nobody's there that should have been there at all the different weddings. Yeah, and then Sonny, Will is the best man, and Sonny isn't there with him. Why isn't Sonny at the wedding?
What?
That's
weird.
just so many people. Yeah, it was just crazy. But anyway, so went to the wedding. That was the big. I guess that was the big thing
I haven't gotten to see.
The Sin wedding.
I haven't gotten to see the show this week, so I can only respond or react to what you guys say. But, did they actually get married?
They did. They're actually married, and actually was a nice a nice ceremony. But like it started out like the day of the wedding, Ciera got up sick. She was sick, really sick, throwing up, all that stuff. So right away, it enters her mind. It's Claire. She felt that she drugged her, put something in her drink at the bachelorette party that they had. And then Ben got up seeing visions of Jordan in a wedding dress. He was hallucinating again, and Jordan was there, telling him, you better not get married, or you're, you're going to hurt her. That's his big fear, that he's going to hurt Ciera somehow. And so he keeps seeing these visions, and he calls Marlena, and Marlena kind of talks him down about all this, and Marlena has actually become his, in fact, she helps. You feel that she helps Ben more than she helps her own granddaughter, who is the one that's truly crazy and having problems. And she's more sympathetic to Ben.
And she's living on Claire's roof.
Yes.
She's living under her own roof.
Yep.
Yeah, and Claire more or less kind of points that out to everyone. Why is everybody giving Ben a second chance, which I love Ben and give a second chance, but nobody will believe me. Everyone thinks that she messed the dress up, that she lost the ring, that she drugged Ciera. So
do we know if
confronts
she did
her
or
about
not?
that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think she did.
There?
It looks like she did, but the spoilers are out there saying no, she's not the one that sabotaged everything.
Okay.
And
I think it's not Eve either.
Oh, you think it's not Eve? I've been hearing Eve and Eduardo.
It was Eve. Okay. Oh, yeah, that makes sense because
because they killed her daughter. Now I'm hearing that.
Okay.
So are you hearing somebody else, Jen?
Yeah.
That's behind that?
Yeah. I just heard it's not Eve, or maybe she's not the person he sees, so maybe he sees Eduardo.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And
because I heard A. Martinez is coming
back briefly, right? Or no?
Briefly,
probably. Do we know how long?
I'm thinking Eve is too, but I don't know how long.
Okay.
So
I hope
Ciera's So Ciera's really sick, so her mom decides to take her to the hospital. So they pump fluids into her, hoping that an antibiotic, whatever, to help her so she can make the wedding, and she starts to feel better. Victor comes, tells her, that he can't be there, and she worries that because of Ben, and he says no, it's because of Maggie. She hasn't been feeling well, and he wants to stay with her. So that's how they kind of figured that
maybe
out.
Maybe COVID went to Salem first. We never knew. We should have known.
I don't know. Yeah. But she fires. She drops Claire as her maid of honor because she feels that she did that. So Claire's all upset, and Belle and Shawn are there and are back, and Belle and Shawn are having their doubts, and Claire overhears them. Do you really think she's better? Do you really think she did that? And I think they're kind of thinking that she may have done all this. So they overhear that, and then so they all get ready for the wedding. And how did you like Hope's dress? I thought she looked so good in that gold.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty.
That was pretty. If you get a chance. And she had the earrings in. She looked very pretty.
Yeah.
And she gave Ciera a pair of earrings that her dad, that supposedly Bo had, that bought her for her wedding day whenever she got married. Hope was supposed to give her these earrings.
Were Doug and Julie at the wedding?
Julie presided over it.
Yeah, Julie was the one that married them.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
okay. But
and there
Doug?
was a cute thing. Yeah. And Doug was there. Okay. Yes, Doug was there Julie was there. We saw Julie there. She was all nervous.
They've made excuses for him being sick too lately. So
he hasn't been on. They have. Yeah. And Julie was all upset about because she says, I want this. She's been jinxed. The weddings haven't gone off.
She sure
has. Lonnie and So she says, I'm determined that this wedding is gonna go off here. So Doug says, and she's nervous, like she's gonna get everything wrong. And he says, well, just look at me, and I will mount the most beautiful girl in the world, because that was their song. Yeah. He always sang to her. If anybody that knows Doug and Julie, remember that. So they'll get ready for the wedding, and Ciera has her princess dress on, which she looks nice. I think that was a wedding dress compared to all the other dresses. And for her, it was a Ciera dress. I mean, she looked really pretty in it and really nice. And, Jen, how did you like when Will was helping Ben?
Yeah.
He says to Ben, your tie's kind of crooked. You want me to help you with the tie?
Yeah.
And he's there, like, pulling the tie up, like, you know how you up around the neck, and I'm there. Oh, that was funny. That was kind of and they kind of got the look, the little play on the necktie. The necktie killer. There's Will helping him tighten his neck up against the tie up against Ben's neck. So that was funny. So we have them, and they walk down the aisle, and Sarah walks in. They have how did you like the Julie? She had this little analogy about the cat. I think we were how Ciera, when she was little, she befriended this old feral tomcat. It was a dirty old tomcat, but Ciera just loved it. And Julie said to her, "Why do you like that old tomcat?" And she says to her, Don't tell me who I can't love. Don't tell me who I can't love." And Julie said, a lot of us in this room today have been told who we can't love.
Yep.
And all the couples kind of looked at each other, which is true. Like Xander can't love, or Sarah can't love Xander. Probably Doug and Julie couldn't love each other. You know what I mean? Everybody had their obstacles. So I thought that was a very good where
Bo and Hope.
Where she said to Ben. Yeah, Bo and Hope. So there's just like Ben, and she says, well, finally, we Julie's kind of accepted, yes, Ciera can love Ben. So I thought that was a nice little thing and that Julie had to say. So they said their vows, which were nice vows. He said that Ciera fixed him, and they had flashbacks of all how they met from the time that he helped her on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
I guess that's initially how he found her. So they're walking down the aisle, and all this confetti's flying. They're married. They're walking back, and Ciera turns to go back to hug her mother while Ben goes out into the vestibule there. And as he's out there, this big flash goes off, and the doors close. So this bomb goes off in the vestibule where just Ben is. But then they all get kind of thrown around in the church.
Yeah.
Things come down. Everybody gets hurt. And you have all that aftermath. So, and then you have Allie and Lani. They're there, and they're worried about their babies because they're both pregnant. Yeah. And then wasn't it funny when they came back, Jen, how Will had gotten Marlena out and Doug and Julie? They weren't there. Like, he had already got them out. And Xander picked up Allie, picked her up and rushed her to the hospital, carried her. And kind of Xander, what do you think Xander and Sarah kind of getting back together now?
I guess I
he
could
invited her to the wedding.
Yeah. If she stops squeaking.
Squeaking she squeaks a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
well, he more or less, remember how we left the show about a week ago where she saw him go in with supposedly that hooker?
Yeah.
She thought, and she finally confronted him about it, and he's laughing at her. He says, no, that we did not. He said she was there to give him a massage.
Yeah.
And he said, if you want, here's the number, call her up, call the agency up, that's all that happened, blah, blah, blah. So I guess she believed him.
Yeah.
I don't know. So seems like they're kind of getting back together and everything. So then Sami comes. We have Sami. Poor Allie didn't want Marlena and John to call Sami to even let her know that there was an explosion. And she was in the hospital and they were checking her out, but everything was okay. She didn't really get hurt. There was a little bit of scare for Lani. She was all upset because she didn't want to lose the baby, and Julie was there to make, and then Eli came, and they got good news too that everything was okay with the baby.
Yeah.
Did you think Sami was again? Yeah. Did you think Sami was a little bit over the top again?
Sami's always over the top.
But I can see where Alex, she was just not making sense at all. Where Lucas was a little bit more calmer and telling Allie why he was upset. And you could and he kind of gives her a little bit more space, but he's more or less telling her they both want her to keep the baby. But Sami's pressuring her to, and then she confronts Rafe again. And what else do we have? We have Rafe telling Allie that he's not ready.
He doesn't want the baby.
Yeah. So I don't know. Do you think that would lead to Will and Sonny then?
I'm kind of hoping Nicole and Eric.
Yeah. So now I don't know if you've heard a rumor or something about Sami somehow. Somebody suggesting that Sami might kidnap the baby.
Oh God!
That would be a little far-fetched, though, right? I mean, although we have Sami done that before.
Didn't Sami do that with her kid at one point? Or, I don't know.
No,
who did she kidnap? That was Belle.
Didn't Sydney?
Was that
Belle?
But
didn't Sydney get kidnapped for all that time? So, I mean, you'd think she wouldn't do that. I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, those are just rumors. People speculate, and I don't always believe that. But it's just amazing. Oh, and there's also a rumor out there that Tripp is the father of Allie's baby.
Oh. I kept thinking.
Which could be interesting.
I never thought of that.
Like Allie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So not only if Sonny and Will get it, not only is Will related to the baby, but so is Sonny. They become,
Yeah,
there's a connection there too on that side.
That makes my my head hurt.
Oh, wait.
I know. I had to stop and think. Okay, wait. Anybody there related? No, not really.
No.
I guess it works. Yeah.
Wow. I kept thinking there's got to be something. They're either not saying who the father is because they don't want that to be a factor at all, because then it makes it easier for Will and Sonny to run off with the baby, or it's somebody that matters. Somebody is intertwined with somebody else on the show somehow.
Yeah. Right. Or maybe somebody who's dead from the past or something.
Oh, yeah. Well,
somebody bad.
Or just that somebody's connected somehow, or I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Wasn't there always rumors out there that Ava was still alive, who was Tripp's mom?
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
I don't know.
All those rumors make my head hurt.
I was surprised when I heard Eduardo was coming back. That it was going to be, now we have that explosion. And so they go out and they're trying to find Ben. They figure Ben's there. They find his shoe, and there's all this debris, and they can't find his body. They can't find him anywhere.
So this is why Ciera thinks he's dead missing. Or whatever. Okay.
Well, they don't know if he's dead. They can't find him.
Oh, okay.
Where they think then that maybe he was delirious and wandered off because they can't find a body. So So she's trying to, like, she's wondering. Everybody's wondering, where is he? So in the meantime, the best part of the show on Friday was the Ciera confronting Claire. And because she believes that she is the one that set the bomb. Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Victoria, I don't know, Jen, I thought her performance was, she had me almost crying. She had me crying, and it just had me like, I was scared of her. If I was Claire, I'd be scared because it looked like Ciera was going to turn. Oh, she just smacked, she laid into her. Her emotions were just the mixture of just sadness and just distraught and just anger and just everything. And she more or less threatened her. The look that she gave Claire when she left, turned around. I mean, you have to watch that. That was a great. They both did. I mean, Olivia did great acting too, as Claire trying to state her case that it wasn't her. Yeah. That she didn't do this.
I feel bad for Shawn.
Very good thing. Oh, Shawn was in between them because I'm telling you, Ciera would have ripped her. I mean, she was ready to attack her, yeah. And she could have really knocked her a good one. But just her emotions and the things that she said and just, about how you wanted, you never wanted me to be happy. But then Claire did make a good point. She said, now, Ciera, why would I, and how could I even make this bomb or do this bomb, and why would I put it in a church where my grandparents are at, who I love dearly, like John and Marlena, and other members of our family? She said, why would I do that, and how would I know exactly when Ben would be in the vestibule or exactly when this would be, Now, we did see that Ciera had left the apartment because Shawn questioned Belle about that. He said, well, wasn't Ciera with you all day? And she said, well, no, Claire had left and come back. So it shows him. Yeah. So, but anyway, but Ciera is convinced that she's the one that did it. So, I don't know. So it's kind of, and then it kind of ended with, right on Friday, we see Ben, looks like he's laying in a trunk of a car and the car trunk goes down.
Oh, boy.
On him.
Oh.
Yeah. So somebody has him. I think we see that next week. He's like tied to a chair or something.
Oh, geez.
So whoever. So somebody has him. Yeah. So that's the whole Ben and Ciera. I think we covered most of the whole wedding thing. But there hasn't been a wedding that there isn't some kind of drama. So we have two. Yeah. We have three that actually did get married. Two of them are happy. One that isn't happy, and one that didn't go off at all, which was Justin and Kayla. But it brought back Stephen.
Which one's not happy?
Well, it's Ben and Ciera.
Yeah.
It ended in a supposedly a tragedy.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. But I mean, Eric and Nicole's went off. A little bit of excitement with Sami.
Right.
Lonnie and Eli went off, but a little bit of excitement with Vivian and Gabi.
Sure. Yeah. Can't have a wedding without
We can't have a wedding without an interruption, or not. It's either it doesn't go off or it has some kind of drama or interruption. Oh, and we did have some Kate scenes this week.
Oh, good. That's nice to hear.
Gabi delivered bad news to Jake that Vivian died.
Yeah.
Vivian supposedly had a heart attack while she was in custody. So Kate gets this news, and she walks into the funeral home because she knows that Vivian is faking it. She insists that she see the body, and Vaughn is there. She's dead. And I insist.
Funny.
So he says, well, if you insist, and he opens the coffin, and there's Vivian laying there, So she believes she's dead. Okay. So then she leaves, and all of us, she leaves, and Vaughn opens it up, and Vivian sits up, and she says, oh, thank God she left.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And what did she say about this? Oh, these coffins and this burying people alive, and I did, and it's referenced again her, burying Kate and her and Carly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She said this whole coffin thing or something's getting old. It was kind of funny. Yeah.
Oh.
So we had those were was Kate in any other scenes? I know she was in that. And last week she was in with the whole.
Yeah, she told Stefan a bunch of stuff about Vivian.
Oh yeah, she told Stefan the Vivian history. Yeah.
Stefan meaning Jake.
He wanted to know about his mother.
Okay.
Jake.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Jake Stefan.
Yeah.
Jake Stefan. Who is Jake now?
Yeah.
Every time
I wonder when they're
Jake.
what?
Yeah, Jake.
Yeah. Jake from State Farm.
Yeah. Jake from State Farm. And every time I hear that, it's like funny. We need to change. Vivian says we need to change that name.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, and Gabi, he wanted to hear about the DiMera side. She says, "Well, you have," and I counted, and she is right. She said, "You have 11 siblings, but most of them are dead."
Wow. But all of them are dead?
She says something about except for Tony. No, she said except for Tony, Kristen, EJ. Tony, Kristen, and EJ? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And him. Yeah, she says most of them are dead.
Oh, my gosh.
So she was kind of giving the little bit of DiMera history there because he wanted to know. Because I think he's
and it turns out he really is a DiMera. Well, so he really is a DiMera. He's just not Stefan. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's just not Stefan. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, I'm sure that little mind is working here. Hey, I don't want to be this mechanic anymore. I have a right to this fortune just as much as Chad. Oh, there's Chad, so there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
Got Chad. So many of them.
Chad's easy to forget.
They're still alive.
Chad's very easy to forget.
So he was with
Yeah.
Gwen.
What's that?
Him and Gwen were pretty funny.
Yeah, they're interesting. I
mean,
mean,
they're interesting together.
Gwen is interesting. I don't know. I haven't seen the two
like
of them
Gwen.
together.
I love her.
I do
Gwen
too. But now I hear Jake and I think next week Jake and Gwen are moving into the mansion.
Oh boy.
I feel he feels like this is part of Oh, you should see the look Ben or Gabi and Chad give him. I think it was in the promos.
Happy about that? Oh.
No.
No, can do.
But there's little sparks there between Jake and Gabi, though, too. You can tell he kind of has something for her. He doesn't want to admit it.
Right.
But yeah. And Chad, I don't know if Chad's all there. Sometimes I think he's still being drugged or something's going on in that. He just, I don't know what's going on. Because I've heard people say he was the one with Abigail. But I don't know. We still don't know who did that to Abigail. Everyone, I think, in Vivian, but it's never been established, or Vivian hasn't said that she did it. But and then we have Vivian. It's going to want to try to probably get Jake to help her get control too. So it should be interesting. And Abigail will be coming back, which I'm looking forward to that whole mess they're going to try again with Abby. And
if they do GIG
Jake
again,
probably. They're going to try that little, what are they going to do? Switch around Gabi and, she's going to be leaving. I don't know. Is it going to be Chad and Gwen and then Jake and Gabi? I don't know. I don't know. I still like Camilla and Brandon Barash. I think they have good chemistry together. And I like Jake. I like him with his little accent. I like he's playing that very well.
I like him better on Days than I did on General Hospital.
Me too, because when they first announced that he was going to be taking over the role of Stefan, I was really not excited about it. But he really won me. He really won me over, and he's doing a great job with the twin.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he is. He's completely kind of a different character, and just like and Gabi did say, I'll just get him to fall in love with me all over again. She might have plans for Jake, So I don't know. as a different person. So.
I still think they need Tony and Anna in that mansion.
Oh, I still think Andre or Tony, if not Tony and Anna, Andre needs to come back and say, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm still alive, because he's the only one out of all, like the ones that with that, that were in that room that Kristen and Dr. Rolf were supposed to have brought back to life. You had EJ, and you had Will, and you had Jack, and Vivian. They've all were supposedly dead, and Andre was, supposed to be in there. I guess it was Tony then too, but yeah, so that could have been. Did we lose Anna? Did we lose you, Anna?
Yeah, there was some weird sound and disconnected me.
Yeah, and I just saw your little mic thing go off.
Minding my own business, not doing anything, and
I swear I didn't touch nothing.
It was like, sure you
I
did.
saw the little.
Me.
Yeah.
No,
I see that little mic thing went boop.
Yeah, I thought, well, she may not even see that, so I was just about to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes they do walk away, and I thought.
Yeah,
it
was weird.
It was
like
lit up.
I thought maybe Blogtalk went down or something, and then I heard your guys'
I heard
voices
something
when
kind
I
of
called
funny.
back in, so I was like, okay, there was like a weird sound, and then all of a sudden, boop, I was like, I was gone.
That's why I looked and said, what is that? And okay. Because I heard something too, and I looked and said,
okay.
All right, we lost Anna. We were just, Jen and I were just talking about that before. I said there were so many more seconds left to go. I said, you never know. I know the one time I had trouble shutting the music off. The music just, I tried hitting, and the stupid music kept playing, and I couldn't get the music to turn off, or people getting dropped. Those were always fun times.
Technology.
And when Leanne tried to call in, Leanne tried so many times. We kept dropping Leanne.
Oh, my gosh.
She was a trooper. She kept calling back in. So, anyway.
Like, we've really done this 450 times, really. No, really, we have. Or whatever.
Yeah, we done it. Yeah. So.
It's only our 10th year. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
it's not our
Teo
fault.
sometimes. He was late sometimes or forgot.
Yeah.
But anyway.
99% of the time it's not our fault. We have had a few of our own glitches.
Yeah. I don't know. Anything else? Of course, we have Steve and Kayla are still gone. And we don't know where Brady's at, and nobody's even questioned where Brady's at. Nobody cares. He ran off with Kristen, never told anyone, but yet everybody says, hey, has anybody seen Brady lately? No, we don't.
His half-sister, Belle, is in town.
Yep.
Right?
Right. And Ciera, who's his cousin, right, a cousin, her sister, I don't know how they're related somehow. Yeah.
I don't think they're related.
Who?
On the Kyriakis side, with Bo, yeah, they are. Because Isabella and Belle. Isabella
is
cousin.
John and Marlena's.
Right, but
Ciera.
I'm talking about Brady.
Brady and Ciera are.
Brady is John Black's son, and Belle is John Black's daughter.
Okay.
So they're half siblings. Yeah.
Yeah, they're half siblings.
So here Belle is in. So here Belle is in town, and her half brother is God knows where.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so it's I guess it's his. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes it makes your head hard.
And
it makes your head
then they're related on the Kyriakis side. Brady and Ciera, they're cousins on the
right.
Ciera. Yeah.
Well, she works with them.
They're all intertwined. The Hortons. They're all intertwined. The Bradys, the Kyriakises, and the Bradys, and the Hortons.
I'll just
and
never
the DiMeras.
forget that
They're all
moment
related.
when
it's like the Royals.
I'll just never forget. In order to get so that Teresa could sleep with Brady, I'll never forget. Was it Hope that came over to Brady and told him that, well, in fact, you're not really Santines, or whatever. That pissed me off so bad when that.
Well, John wasn't a Brady. John couldn't be a Brady.
Yeah, that was such BS. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, but anyway.
Oh well. Water under the bridge, so to speak.
Yeah. Let's see there. Well, we talked about who was leaving and who's coming back. We know who's JKJ's coming back soon, and that's what I said. People come and go, so nobody's ever gone forever. You always have people coming in and out.
Except for like Teo coming back. This is like the one. This is one that
So we've been wanting back for a while.
I never thought would come was JKJ. I really didn't think he would. I mean, for a while, I don't think anyone knew where he even was, you know. And so it's like I'm just like I was floored in a good way when I found out that he was coming back. So, you know, and that's probably the one that I'd have to say as far as returns, probably the one that I'm the most excited about in a long time, you know, aside from like Teo, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I still can't believe it. I'm just like, oh my gosh. But, and he's the only fill-up in my opinion. That last guy, he was awful. I mean, even though he was a good actor.
No, they were all awful with him.
Oh, and then Kyle Brandt, I mean, nothing against him, but he's not a sports, like, commentator. He's not even an actor.
Oh, I didn't like him either.
Anyway, yeah, so I'm really glad. Now, my big question is going to be, did he regenerate the leg again, or is the leg missing? I'm going with regeneration again, regeneration. I'm going with that they've forgotten that he's lost a leg. But
yeah, probably. It's been,
yeah,
but not. You know, most fans remember these things. We know all these little details. I know that a lot of the actors themselves even forget about. You know, but that's what they'll say. Just ask a fan, and we know.
That's a pretty big one, though. I'm pretty sure JKJ remembered that his character lost his leg in the war and then put it back. But anyway, oh well, it is a soap.
I think it's time for Mike Horton to come back.
Time for who?
Mike Horton.
I still didn't hear you.
Mike Horton needs to come back.
Mike.
Yeah. Well, the only Mike Horton that I liked wasn't he the one with the beard and wasn't that Mike Horton the one that married? Yes, I loved him, but I liked him.
Which one? I liked Brooke.
See, I never knew the other guy because I stopped watching the show during that period of time. So I only the only Michael.
Oh, I know which
that
Mike you mean. Okay.
Is the one that he had that was it the Pretender? Was that the show?
The Pretender.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
And what?
What's his name?
Dark Shadows, the remake. He was in that too.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
I don't know where he's at today, but the other guy, I know you liked it, but I never really saw him as the character. So.
Yeah. They
de-aged him. I'm going back to like the 80s. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but oh well. They just better keep my Kate on, or I'm going to lose it.
Yep.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah. We haven't heard any Kate rumors yet.
I was going to say she might actually.
We haven't heard any.
Being the only one left in town at this point. Geez, everything's.
I don't know. Then I keep thinking, okay, they're dropping all these characters are leaving. There's room to bring Teo back.
Oh yeah.
Bring him in. Bring him in. Lots of room now, man.
Honestly, he's the only DiMera we really need.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he could play.
There you go. Even Anna,
could play
too.
two of them.
I mean, Leanne.
Yeah.
And Kristen can come back too. I like her. She's nice,
I'd like to see
her.
him work with Stacy and Brandon Brash and all them together. I think that the dynamics there would be so great. You know, even Billy Flynn.
That'd be interesting.
I mean, I have to admit, Billy Flynn and Teo had good chemistry when they played.
Initially.
You know, Chad and Andre.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I don't know.
I don't think he really got to. He played a little bit with Stacy, but I always would like to see him more with Tyler Christopher too. Would have been.
Yeah,
but
I think they played together in General Hospital for a bit.
Chad?
No, Tyler Christopher and
Teo.
Tyler
Christopher and Teo. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think so much on days. But yeah, they did on GH. Yeah. Yeah. Well, guess that's it. I don't all I got. I think we covered most of it. Most of this, I think this week was mostly the lead up to, to the Ciera and Ben wedding.
Yeah.
So,
I got a lot to catch up on. I was almost caught up, and then I got behind again.
Yeah.
So I have to have another marathon. I was really getting into it again, too, and I was like, oh, man. I'm behind a few weeks
pretty
again.
good with the wedding. Now there's supposed to be a funeral. Now, maybe the funeral is them thinking that Ben is dead when they can't, maybe they give him some kind of memorial. That might be the funeral.
Oh, I thought the funeral was Vivian.
Oh.
Or maybe that was the
Who
funeral.
would go to that one? Oh, well, maybe.
The fake. There was no one there but Vaughn, and then Kate showed up.
Yes.
Yeah. And Kate only showed up because she said, "Let me see her."
So then Jake thinks
"Let me see her."
This crazy mother already.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why everybody was telling them about. Kate was telling them about Vivian.
Yeah. And hands him a bottle of champagne.
Yeah. Just think his mother and father,
That's
Vivian
hilarious.
and Stefano. And he was
I
hearing
love
horror
it.
stories from both sides.
I love it when they let Lauren do comedy. Oh my gosh, she's so good at it. She's so good.
Yeah.
I just love it. And she and Louise Sorrell are great together. I used to not be that big of a Vivian fan, but I love it when Kate and Vivian are going after each other and stuff. And for some reason, I'm really enjoying Louise being back this time. I don't know, and no offense, because I know you loved Robin playing the character, but I don't know. Louise will always be Vivian to me. I don't know. I just can't.
In one of their scenes together, Kate even mentioned the fishes. Something about the fish.
Yep.
Remember, she had her on that, and that goes way back.
Oh yes.
So,
Oh yes. Way back. Oh yeah.
That goes way back, right when Lauren came in, because she replaced the other actress.
That was her first.
At that time.
Those were her first scenes.
Yes.
Those were her first scenes.
Yes, with the fish.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Because one was when the boat, and then we saw Lauren then in that part. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I feel that they wrote Vivian too over the top before, like in the 90s.
Yeah.
It was like too much.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
good.
All
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Have a good rest of the weekend,
Another week of days. Yeah.
Stay
safe.
Free.
Stay healthy. Yeah. So, all right.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.